Right, it'll be Manchester United back in Premier League action after being to FCSB 2-0. We face Crystal Palace at home. Now this is going to be an easy game, another difficult game for Ruben Amorim's side. Crystal Palace are a very good team. And United's home form hasn't been great. Now obviously you expect rotation again, but Crystal Palace are one place behind Manchester United. If they win this game, they go 1 point above us. This is really a must-win game. We want to keep trying as much as we can to climb that table. I mean, these are the games that have normally been difficult for Manchester United. The Crystal Palaces, the Bournemouths, the Fulhams, and the Brighton. I know we did beat Fulham, but these sort of games usually are very difficult for United. Now, Crystal Palace, they've lost less games than Manchester United. Listen, they've lost, less games than Manchester United, only 2 more. Listen, this game is going to be very tough. I expect it to be a tricky test for Manchester United, with the way that we're playing at the minute. As I said, our home form isn't great. Crystal Palace have some very good players. I think in their last 5 games, they've won 3, lost 1 and drawn 1. So they've got drawn versus Chelsea. We played them last time, it was 0-0. This certainly isn't going to be an easy game. They play a similar formation to Manchester United. And I do expect it to be difficult. Eze, Mateta, I'll talk about them later on. But listen, Manchester United, in terms of team news, everyone is fit. Luke Shaw, except from Luke Shaw and Johnny Evans. So we've got more or less a full squad to pick from. Obviously, Dorgu won't be playing this game. He is on his way to Manchester United. So maybe for the game against, Leicester should be available. But listen, let's get into my predicted team. Now, I think there will be huge rotations. You can see the team that started against FCSB. There will be more rotations. In goal, Onana will come in for Bayanda. I think that's a very obvious swap. Onana, they probably have chances. I remember last time he made that wicked double save to keep us in the game and to secure us a point. So we're going to need that. They have very good players who can create chances around the final third. And listen, United have been quite good defensively recently. I mean, 2 clean sheets. Let's see if we can build on that. In terms of back 3, I'm going to go Yoro right centre back. Maguire comes in for De Ligt, and you keep Lisandro Martinez out there. I think Yoro for that covering the channels, with Eze and Tyrick Mitchell down there, I think that would be very good for him. I think he has the pace, the quality to go with Eberiche Eze. Maguire, just simple rotation, comes in for De Ligt. He played the game on the bench. I mean, you could see De Ligt start this game, but it's good to have these options because Maguire really hasn't done anything wrong. I think you can play him in a game like this. You're going to need his quality, his composure on the ball, his passing as well, his physical aggression against Mateta. And then left centre-back Martinez, his balls into the final third have been fantastic on breaking the lines. Really, him in the final third has been so effective. Recently, I thought the way that he was playing against FCSB, yes, it was against a lesser side. But again, he's done it before. We know how good his passing is. I think we are really seeing that into fruition. And listen, we're getting his back to his best. He's physical, as I said, because we play with 3 at the back. It allows one of the centre-backs to kind of go inside and give you that option. So listen, I'm very happy with Martinez's form. Yoro, as I said, come back in. That would be my back 3. Now in terms of wing backs, I'm going to go the low left wing back. I'm going to go with Ahmad. He could go Mazraoui, obviously, to keep up with Eze and Mitchell making those overlapping runs. But for me, I want to go attacking. We're at home. You can certainly beat this Crystal Palace team. I think Ahmad didn't start the last game and did have a really good impact when he came on. So definitely will start this game. Obviously, could see Kwenda potentially coming in the summer, not yet. And Dorgu maybe in the next game on that left wing back position. So listen, we'll see what happens. But that would be my back 5. In terms of midfield, Ugarte and Bruno for me. I think Ugarte had a rest. Whether he had a knock or not, he's still got a rest. I think he is ready for this game. And yeah, listen, we're going to need his energy on the ball, his quality. Obviously, Bruno next to him. I did like Bruno in that deeper role. I think if Bruno's definitely going to start this game, it would be in the deeper role for me where you can really see him excel. You could see maybe Collier giving him in. I thought he was tidy, but Ugarte and Bruno, and then the 2 inside 10 for me has to be MAINOO in one of them, whether that's from the right or from the left. Garnacho in the other inside 10, and I'll go Xerxes through the middle. I think in terms of the 2 inside 10s, MAINOO just looks so good in that position. I think Amorim has to keep him in there, particularly for this game. Let's see if he can do it against a Premier League opponent. Obviously, FCSB, with all due respect to them, as I said, they're a poorer side. We have to do better and see if MAINOO can do it in a game like this against Crystal Palace. Obviously in midfield he was doing a lot of running back. Let's see in this game, will he be able to do that and cover the runs, because Mitchell, if he plays on the right, or Munoz, if he plays on the left, they're going to be making those overlapping runs. So let's see if he has that quality in him. But I really did like him in that 10 closer to goal, where he can really be a threat. Then up front, Xerxes, listen, Hoyland didn't have the greatest game against SCSB and didn't even against Fulham, so I don't know why he started. You understand he scored five goals in the Europa League, but still, he just isn't offering enough at the moment, and you want Xerxes to play. You want to see him get an opportunity. And yeah, that would be my team. Listen, it's going to be a tough game against Crystal Palace. They have some very, very good players. Munoz, I really do like the look of him. Eze, Mateta, who scored goals against United before, he's a nuisance. He's on some great form at the moment, particularly this season. Defensively, Guehi coming out from the back, that left centre back for them, who can carry and drive with the ball, he's going to be a nuisance. Listen, we have to be careful. Obviously, Dean Henderson, I think, is their keeper. So listen, we have to be careful of any side. Crystal Palace, listen, it really is a must-win game. The main thing for me, though, I want to see MAINOO progress and develop in that 10. There's only been one game, the sample size is very small, but what we've seen so far in that game was just, there were so many positives, and I think you have to keep MAINOO flourishing in that position. In terms of Amorim, listen, he will make changes. Onana is the obvious one. You could see a few changes in the defence, midfield. Obviously, you expect Collier to come out, Bruno to go in, Ericsson to drop to the bench. I think Garnacho's impact in the last few games has been good, so you can see his threats in a game like this. But overall, listen, I'm excited. We're at home, just go for it. And listen, Crystal Palace, we've had some poor results against them, but we've also beaten them upon years. I remember that Matic goal going way back. But listen, it's a huge opportunity, and these are the sort of games you want to see United win. I know we're not probably going to get into the Europe spots, but just for safety, just go and win these sorts of games. And you want to see us building that idea, progress, because the last few football performances have been very good. There was loads of one-touch passing in the last game against Fulham. There were good bits of play as well. So listen, in terms of result, I'm going to go 3-2. I think it will be a game of goals. 3-2 to Manchester United. I think Crystal Palace score goals. United at home, see if we can get some goals in this and hopefully get the win. But more than anything, the win is the most important. I think Amorim's got time. We see if Dorgu's hopefully playing by the next game. We bring potentially Tell in and Rashford goes. But listen, that would be my team. That's my predictions. Be careful of Crystal Palace, because they are a very, very tough side to come up against. But again, big week for Manchester United. Let me know your thoughts. That has been a preview. Manchester United versus Crystal Palace. Let me know your score predictions, team selection, and how do you think the game is going to go. Thank you for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Leave a like. Thanks for watching.